how many, if I do this, if I hold on to it this much more, and if I hold on to this and I don't take much off of the position, I hold on to everything, I'm going to be able to make this much money. As soon as you start changing your mind about what you think it's likely to do, or how far it's going to go beyond what you thought, and I don't know if you realize it or not, but as soon as you say it out your mouth, I don't know if I should, that's it. Close the fucking trade. You are managing your money. You're managing the risk. You're managing your trade. And guess what you're also doing? You're managing the expectation of your audience properly. That means you are seeing something. Your audience is watching you. And then now what are you doing? You're taking the action on saying, okay, I am no longer able to focus on this. It doesn't mean you suck as a trader. It doesn't mean that your concepts blow. It just means that you, as the operator, working in that market environment, you now have to pull the plug on the trade. And guess what you're doing? You're pulling the fucking trade at the height of the profitability while you're in the trade. If you just focus on what the fuck you're doing, and when you get these little vibrations that tell you, you know what's probably turning, close it. I've been doing it longer, and I would not look at that as weakness. But you probably think it's weakness. Oh, I got another trade I failed. Who the fuck is going to sit around and say you're in thousands of dollars in profit and you collapsed it at the height of the trade, right then and there? It went further, but that's a failure. Nobody would say that. There ain't nobody out here that has common sense is going to look at someone in a position, start to finish, and they have thousands of dollars in equity and they close the trade. No one is ever going to say that's a fuck up. No one's ever going to say that's a failure. No one is ever going to say you did that wrong. And if they did, they're full of shit. But because you're trying to make these monumental Olympic-sized feats, the real sole reason what you're doing it for, you've made this something other than trading. You've made it an action movie. You've made it I don't know, you've lost the plot. And so many of my students and everybody else out there that teaches, I'm sure you have students too, that have done this shit. They lose the plot. You're in this to make money. You grow from a starting point that's rather modest, and you graduate over time, adding a little bit more and a little bit more. And you may discover that you won't become 100